Om Shanti. Good morning. So we listen to Baba's Murli for 28th Feb 25. The essence is, sweet children, in order to attain peace, become bodiless. In order to attain peace, become bodiless. It is only when you become body conscious that there is peacelessness. Therefore, remain stable in your original religion. Therefore, remain stable in your original religion. What is our original religion? Our original religion is religion of peace. So, when I have the original religion, when I stabilize myself in the original religion of peace, then I'm able to remain or practice bodiless. So it's both the ways. The more bodilessness I practice, the more I'm able to remain peaceful. The more peace I practice, the more I can remain bodiless. Question: what is accurate remembrance? To what particular aspect should you pay special attention at the time of remembrance? So, what is accurate remembrance? To what particular aspect should you pay special attention at the time of remembrance? Answer: accurate remembrance is when you consider yourself to be a soul distinct from your body and you remember the Father. Pay attention that you don't remember anyone's body. In order to stay in remembrance, have the intoxication of this knowledge. Let it remain in your intellect that Baba is making you into a master of the world, that you are to become a master of the whole world, the earth, sea, and sky. So, to have accurate remembrance is to consider the self to be a soul. I'm separate from this body. Because the more I'm trapped in body consciousness, the more I'm remembering bodily beings, bodily people. The more I stabilize myself as a soul, the more I'm able to connect to Supreme Soul. Energy to energy connection, physical to physical connection. So Baba says, also have intoxication of this knowledge. Now, what Baba is making me. So first is, who am I? Who do I belong to? What am I becoming? Who is teaching me? Who is making me all of this? So when I remember all this, I'm able to connect to Baba. The song is, having found you, we have found the whole world. The earth and the sky all belong to us. Om Shanti. The meaning of Om is, I am a soul. People believe that Om means God, but that is not right. Om means I am a soul and this is my body. So when we say Om Shanti, I, the soul, am peace. People say Om Shanti. The original religion of myself, this soul, is peace. The soul gives his own introduction. Although people say Om Shanti, they do not understand the meaning of Om at all. They think they are remembering God by saying Om Shanti. Because Om, they think is Shiv. Na? Om means Shiv. But Om actually means soul. The words Om Shanti are very good. I am a soul and my original religion is peace. I, a soul, am a resident of the land of peace. The meaning is so simple. It is not a long and false explanation. People of today don't even know whether the world is new or old. With all the advances in the science, technology, AI coming now, people think that the world now is new, right? This is golden age. This is Satyug. We are living in Satyug. What are you talking? This world is old. This world is Iron Age. No. People think like that. Look at the advances of science and technology. Look at how human mind is creating all of this. Huh? And then we say that, oh, the human mind is restless. The human mind is not happy. How can that be possible? So Baba says they don't even understand when the new. So no one knows when the new world becomes old or when the old world becomes new. When you ask anyone when the old world becomes new and how it then becomes old, no one is able to tell you that. It is now this iron-aged old world. That new world is called the Golden Age. How many years does it take for the new world to become old? No one knows this. So how many years it takes for the new world to become old? It takes the entire cycle of 5,000 years. So from new to old is 5,000. From old to new is just few, less time, just a few years. So even though they are human beings, they do not know this. Therefore, human beings are said to be worse than animals. Because animals are very much aware of their boundaries. Human beings today are not aware of their boundaries. Animals will not just hunt, they hunt when they are hungry. No? But human beings keep pricking people, keep saying things out of no reason. So I was saying human beings have become worse than animals. Animals, um, have their intellect works little differently. But Baba was saying that being humans, calling ourselves the highest, species on this planet, and we still think like animals, we act like animals, we fight amongst each other, we disturb each other, right? So Baba saying, and we don't have the knowledge. We don't have knowledge of what's going on in the world. Sometimes whatever's going on in our life, we feel that is that's what it is. I'm so trapped in my life. I'm so trapped in what's going on in my world that I'm not concerned about the bigger unlimited world. And here Baba is making us world benefactors, world servers. So Baba says, we have to have mercy for all the souls of the world. So at least animals don't say anything about themselves. They don't say wrong things at least. However, human beings say we are impure. They call out, "O purifier, come." But they don't know who he is. The word pure is so good. Only a pure world, heaven, would be a new world. So when there is pure world, when souls lived in golden age and silver age, based on their purity, the world was perfect, the world was fine. The moment souls lost their purity and went on path of sin, we were attacked by so many other, like the Mughals came, this came. It is all because we slipped into impurity. We started fighting amongst ourselves, different kingdoms, different kings, different kingdoms. We wanted to protect ourselves. So all of this, so many things happened. So there are images of those deities, but no one knows that Lakshmi and Narayan are the masters of that new pure world. So when the world is Satyug, the emperor and empress of Satyug are Lakshmi and Narayan. So only the unlimited Father sits here and explains all of these things to you children. It's not that because Lakshmi and Narayana are emperor and empress of golden age, it's not that they are ruling. There's no need to rule because every soul in golden age is a deity. They are pure. They are full of all divine virtues. And nobody needs to be told that do this, do that, you're doing this wrong, right? No. Everyone is virtuous. So ideally, the emperor and empress, they are not ruling, but they are there. And that's why, in the in later times, the kings and queens for their subjects were like parents because that's how they were sustaining. It was like a family and they were sustaining their subjects. It was much later that the kings were losing their money because they were paying money to the British or others, to protect themselves. They started taking from their subjects. No? But originally, the kings, the emperors, they used to give to their subjects. They were not taking. So Baba says, only the unlimited Father sits here and explains all of these things to you children. The new world is called heaven, and the deities are said to be the residents of heaven. At present, this old world is hell. People here are residents of hell. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to live in heaven. Therefore, this means that they are living in hell now. Hmm? But nobody can go to heaven because the world right now is hell. So, whoever is leaving the body at this time, they will be born into this world. And the world is what we say, right? So, the reason that this was said again that Swargvasi ho gaya, that means they have gone to heaven, is to make people feel that they have gone to a better place or better conditions than how they were living. It's like a blessing that we want to give to them that, oh, they are in a better place or they went to heaven. Hmm. But there's no heaven right now, so nobody can go to heaven right now. So when someone dies, people say they've gone to heaven. Therefore, it means that they are living in hell. According to their own understanding, this really is hell. However, if you told them directly that they are residents of hell, they would get upset with you. No? If you tell them that, oh, you are living in hell, they would get upset. The father explains, although they look like human beings and their faces are like those of human beings, their characters are like those of monkeys. That's why the we there's Hanuman, the monkey face deity they call it. Why? Because the monkey face symbolizes that how being, so what it means is we all have monkey-like intellects. Our intellects keep jumping from here there. We can't be stable. Another this thing of monkeys are they have all the five vices, whether it is lust, whether it is anger, try to do something with a monkey, they will get angry. They have attachment. The mother monkey doesn't let go of a dead child, right? Because of the attachment. They have so much greed, we know, right? They're ready to take food. A lot of greed. Ego again. So, Baba says that human beings at this time have become like monkeys. Their intellects have become like monkeys. Hmm? The character has become like monkeys, full of all the five vices. Hmm? So Baba says that this too has been remembered. They themselves go in front of the deity idols in the temples and say, "You are full of all virtues." However, what do they say of themselves? That they are degraded sinners. But if you told them directly that they are vicious, they would get upset with you. So there's a prayer in Hindi. People go in front of the deity idols and sing that I am a sinner, I am more foolish, I am this, I am that, you are this, you are this, you are this. So it's the praise of the deity and then calling ourselves as this. But they don't actually even mean it. It's just because it's in the prayer, they just chant it. But nobody even means it. You tell someone, oh, you said in the prayer just now that you're a sinner, you are foolish, you are this. They'll be like, what? No, this is just because it's the prayer. So this is why the Father only talks and explains to you children. Because we understand this knowledge. We are able to discern what is devotion and what is spirituality. So he doesn't go to talk to people outside because iron-aged people are residents of hell. You are now residents of confluence age. So it's like we have stepped into this confluence age. So when God comes, for us, it's like a new age, new beginning. The age of transformation begins for us. But for the whole world, they are still in iron age. because they don't understand anything. You are becoming pure. You understand that it is Shiv Baba who is teaching us Brahmins. He is the purifier. The Father has come to take our souls back home. This is such a simple matter. The Father says, children, you souls come from the land of peace to play your parts. Everyone is unhappy in this land of sorrow, and this is why they ask for peace of mind. They don't ask how their souls can become peaceful. Nobody talks about peace as a virtue of the soul. They only talk of peace in relationship to the mind. They'll say peace of mind, but no one says, I want to become peaceful. They say the mind, how can my mind become peaceful? So Baba says, when you realize that I am peaceful, the mind automatically becomes peaceful. So you say, Om Shanti, my original religion is peace. So why do you ask for peace? Because you forgot that you yourselves are souls and that you have been body conscious. Souls reside in the land of peace, so how can there be peace here? It is only when you become bodiless that you can have peace. If we are too occupied in playing our parts, if I'm too occupied in being body conscious, there will be peacelessness. But the more and more I remind myself of who I am stabilizing myself in my original religion of peace, and my life becomes peaceful. Each soul here is combined with a body, and so they all definitely have to talk and work. I, this soul, come from the land of peace to play a part. No one understands that Ravan is the enemy. When was it that Ravan became your enemy? None of them know this. They have stories that Ravan kidnapped Sita, but it's not about just one Sita, but Ravan actually kidnapped all of us souls into his kingdom. And Ravan trapped us all. And who is Ravan? Ravan is not like a person, not a male, not like just a person is called Ravan, but Ravan means the five vices. It's like the five vices kidnapped us. That is Ravan. So, not a single scholar or pandit, etc., knows who Ravan is. They don't know the one whose effigy they burn. Every year they burn Ravan, the effigy of Ravan. But nobody knows who Ravan is. Why are we burning? Okay, Ram went, fought with Ravan, killed Ravan, took Sita back. But why are we still continuing to burn Ravan? What is he doing in our lives? What is he doing to me? That I am so happy that he let me burn Ravan. We don't understand this, that what Ravan stands for. And when did Ravan kidnap us? Ravan kidnapped us from Copper Age. He's been kidnapping everybody since Copper Age. They have been burning it for many births and yet they don't know anything. If you ask any of them who Ravan is, they would just say, it's just imagination. They don't know anything. And so what response could they give? It is mentioned in a scripture, Hey Ram, this world was not created. It is all imagination. Mithya. They say this world is mithya. This world is all imagination. It's illusion. It's not even real. Many say this. Now, what is the meaning of imagination? It is said that this is a world of imagination. Whatever thoughts people have, that happens. They do not understand the meaning of them. The Father sits here and explains to you, children. Some of you understand very clearly, whereas others do not understand anything at all. What is actually illusion? The vices are illusion. Illusion means something that's not real. And when I start believing that I am this body, or when I start believing that we have to get angry to get the things done, I have to use ego, I have to that is, I'm living a life of illusion. I'm using falsehood or illusion in my life. Now that's not real. So, but thoughts are real, the feelings are real, right? Everything that we experience, all that is real. The soul is real. So we have to understand what is real, what is illusion. Not that the whole world is illusion. Like we have a door, we have a table. When we touch it, we feel it. It's real. It doesn't disappear the moment we touch it. Hmm. So, um, Baba says, people, why did they start saying that this world is an illusion? And the sannyasis started saying this, that this world is mithya, this world is illusion, so that they can break their attachment from this world. So the moment, the story that, the fox and the grapes, right? When he couldn't reach the grapes, he said, oh, forget it, I don't want it, the grapes are sour. And he walks away. Now, he doesn't know the grapes are sour or sweet, but he wanted to tell himself that, okay, I can't access it. Let me tell myself the grapes are sour. It makes me feel better, right? I don't want it, they are sour. So it's the same thing when they started saying that this world is an illusion, this world is not real. Why? So that they can break their attachment from this world. Now, on the other hand, Baba teaches us that this world is pretty much real. To break your attachment from this world, see but don't see. Remind yourself that this world is of sorrow and I am going to world of happiness. Right? Think about realities of this world. Hmm? So that's the difference. So Baba says that's those who understand clearly are real children, whereas those who understand nothing at all are Baba's stepchildren. They don't understand. But each soul is God's child. So Baba is now saying real children are those who understand what Baba is teaching us. And those who don't understand are stepchildren. So stepchildren never become heirs. They don't get inheritance. Baba has real children and stepchildren. Real children are those who follow the father's Srimad completely, whereas stepchildren do not. The father then says, this one is not following my directions, he is following Ravan's directions. There are the two words Ram and Ravan. So Ram, not the king Ram, shown with bow and arrow, but this Ram is the Almighty Ram, Shiv Baba. There is the kingdom of Ram, whereas this is the kingdom of Ravan. It is now the confluence of the two. The father explains to them, all of these BrahmaKumaris and Kumaris are claiming their inheritance from Shiv Baba. Do you too want to claim it? Do you want to claim your inheritance from Shiv Baba? As a child, we claim inheritance. What is the inheritance we receive? We receive the inheritance of the virtues and powers and the inheritance of going to heaven. These are the inheritances we receive from Shiv Baba. So, do we want to claim it? Will you follow these elevated directions? They ask, whose directions? The Father gives you Srimad for you to become pure. So these are not directions of Brahma, but these are directions of Shiv Baba. So the Father gives you Srimad for you to become pure. They then say, I will stay pure, but if my husband doesn't accept this, to whom should I listen? My husband is my God. You know, the mothers were told this, that your husband is God, Pati Parmeshwar. Your husband is like your God. You have to listen to him. So this is what they were taught as kids and even after they grew up, and that was the life they were leading. And here, Baba, God comes in Brahma, and then God speaks that remain pure. Hmm? Even if your husband is beating you for vice, don't lose it. Hmm? So they would ask, Baba, who should we listen to? In Bharat, they are told that their husband is their guru, their God, their everything. However, no one really believes it. They simply say yes at that time, but they don't accept it at all. They still continue to go to their gurus and to the temples. The husband says, don't go out. I will give you an image of Ram, and you can keep that and worship it at home. Why do you wander to Ayodhya, or some other temples? Why do you want to go everywhere? She wouldn't listen to anything. It is the stumbling of the path of devotion. She will definitely continue to stumble along there. She won't listen to anyone. because she believes that the temple there is Ram's. However, who is it that you have to remember? Is it Ram or his temple? They don't understand anything. Therefore, the father explains, on the path of devotion, you call out to God, come and grant us salvation, because only He is the bestower of salvation for all. No human being can grant salvation. Acha, so when does He come? When does He come and grant salvation? No one knows this. The father explains that Ravan is your enemy. The wonder of Ravan is that although people continue to burn effigies of him, he never dies. Ravan doesn't die. Right? Ravan continues to live. No one knows what Ravan is. You children now know that you receive your inheritance from the unlimited Father. They celebrate Shiv Jayanti, but they do not know who Shiv is. Well, just now, everybody celebrated Shiv Ratri or Shiv Jayanti, a birthday of Shiv. They say Shiv Ratri. Why Ratri? Night. The word night is connected to Shiv. Why? Because Shiv comes when the world is in night, when the world is in complete darkness. That's when Shiv comes. And that's called his birthday. Shiv Jayanti or Shiv Ratri. But people don't know. They just fast, they stay awake all night. So, what's the meaning of all this? They sing, dance, drink bhang, and all of those things because they think that Shiv did all of these things. But he didn't do any of this. So, people don't understand. You explain to the people of the government that Shiv is God and that he comes in this one age every cycle and changes Bharat from hell to heaven. He changes beggars into prince. He purifies the impure. He is the bestower of salvation for all. All human beings are now here. People think, right? God can do anything. God can do anything. He's God. But Baba very clearly defines what he does. Baba says, you say I can do anything, but what is the need for me to do all these things, right? Give life to someone, or if someone dies and people are calling and crying and they say, God, give life back. Baba says, I don't do all this. I don't send life back. I don't do all of these things. It's their karma. So there's drama that just continues. It's like the drama continues. There's karma of all of us in this drama, right? All of the souls playing part in this drama, interacting with each other in this drama, creating karmic accounts. So it's such an automated machinery that just continues. Huh? Based on our karma, creating karmic accounts, playing our part, get the return. It happens. Causes I don't interfere. Now, when all the souls of the world have reached their complete decay, have reached their complete impure stage, he's the father. He feels mercy. He says, okay, let me come and fix them. So he comes and he's very clearly saying, I come to change this world from hell to heaven. I come to change souls from being impure to pure. This is what he does. And how does he do that? He does that by giving us knowledge. He does that by filling us with power. But now again, God comes, gives us this knowledge. And again, what is our free will? Our free will is whether I practice it. My free will is whether I choose to use it in my life. My free will is whether I get connected to Him and charge myself. That is up to me. God cannot force me, right? It is I who has to realize, understand, and charge. So He purifies the impure. He's the bestower of salvation for all. All human beings are now here. Even the soul of Christ is here in some form. The Christ soul has also taken rebirth and is pretty much here. No one can return home yet. Only the one great Father can grant salvation to everyone. And He only comes in Bharat. In fact, you should only perform devotion of the one who grants salvation. That incorporeal Father doesn't reside here. He is constantly considered to be and remembered as being up above, whereas no one considers Krishna to be up above. When they say God, they'll point out up, they'll point their fingers up. Bhagwan Jane, God is up there. Huh? But for the deities, they go to the temples. They don't say Krishna is up there, they go to the temple. No, Krishna is right here. They remember Krishna and everyone else as being down here. The remembrance of you children is accurate. You consider yourselves to be distinct from your bodies. You consider yourselves to be souls, and you remember the Father. The Father says you must not remember anyone's body. It is most essential to pay attention to this. Simply consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Baba is making us into masters of the whole world. He makes us into masters of the whole world, sea and sky. It is all now divided into bits and pieces. People say, this is my land, this is my sea. Nobody can come, trespass all of this. But think about it in Golden Age and Satyug. The whole world belongs to us. There are no partitions or boundaries in the world. They don't let you cross their borders. None of these things exist there. Only God is the Father. It is not that everyone is the Father. Although they say that the Hindus and the Chinese are brothers, and that Hindus and Muslims are brothers, they don't understand the meaning of that. They never say that the Hindus and Muslims are brothers and sisters. No. So where did this even come from? Bhai bhai, no? They say brothers. Why? Because all souls, all of us as souls, are God's children. And soul is, we are all connected as brothers. When we come in this body, we take the body of male and female. That's when the distinction is. But soul is brother. All souls are brothers, but they don't understand that. When they listen to the scriptures, etc., they simply say, it's true, it's true. But they don't understand the meaning of them. In fact, they all are false. In the land of truth, they only speak the truth, whereas here there is nothing but falsehood. The Sat Yug, land of truth, the age of truth. Everyone is living a life of truth over there. That means everyone lives in soul consciousness over there. Hmm? They are full of all virtues, living in soul consciousness. But here, everyone is living a life of falsehood, body consciousness. Think about the social media. Everybody is projecting a perfect life, projecting a perfect face, projecting a perfect image. Huh? Life of falsehood. If you said to any of them that they were telling lies, they would get upset with you. Even though you spoke the truth, some people would start insulting you. Only you Brahmins now know the Father. You children are now imbibing divine virtues. You know that even the five elements are now totally impure. Nowadays, people even worship the devil spirit a lot. They continue to remember the evil spirit. The Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and constantly remember me alone. People do all this tantra. There's lot of information and worship of tantras and all of that now. So Baba says, what is all that? So don't get into all of that. Just consider yourself to be soul and remember the Supreme Soul. Do not remember the devil spirit. Whilst living at home with your families, keep your intellects in yoke with the Father. You now have to become soul conscious. Your sins will be absolved to the extent that you remember the Father. Each of you has now received a third eye of knowledge. Do you think you have received the third eye of knowledge? Yeah, the third eye opens. There's the story, or it is shown, right, that Shankar's third eye opens. And when Shankar's third eye opens, destruction will happen. Huh? So what is this third eye? It is not just the deity Shankar that he has to open his third eye for destruction. But when my third eye opens, my vices get destroyed. So it's not the world getting destroyed. The vices get destroyed. And when the vices get destroyed, the world will go through the transformation. Because now, when there's no place for vice, the new world begins. So we are all memorials or symbolically Shankars. And when our third eye opens, the vices start getting destroyed. So you now have to become conquerors of sinful acts. That is the age of those who conquered sinful acts, and this is the age of those who perform sinful acts. You gain victory over sinful actions with the power of yoga. The yoga of Bharat is very famous, but people do not know it because they think yoga is all this asanas, sitting certain postures, pranayam, breathing, all of this comes under yoga. But they don't understand that yoga means remembrance. Yoga means connection, connection to my true self, connection to the true father. This is what yoga is. But they connect to the body, chakras, body, all of this yoga, they say. So Baba says, sannyasis go abroad and say that they have come to teach them the yoga of Bharat. But the people there don't know that sannyasis are Hatha yogis who cannot teach Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. Raj Rishi, very elevated title. You can remind yourself all day today. I am a Raj Rishi. A Rishi means a renunciate. Hmm? So, and Raj means king. So, I, the soul, am a king, self sovereign, sitting here, but renouncing the five vices, renouncing the negativity, renouncing. So, I'm a king, I'm a sovereign, but at the same time, I'm a renunciate. They are limited sannyasis, whereas you are unlimited sannyasis. There is the difference of day and night. No one but you Brahmins can teach Raj Yoga. This is a new aspect. New ones that come cannot understand these things. This is why new ones are not allowed to come here. This is the court of Indra. Indra is again the deity who showers rain, god of rain. But Baba says court of Indra means this is the court of god of knowledge, showering knowledge. And they say that in the court of Indra, no impure could sit. If they found impure a person or with someone who has impure thoughts, visions, he would be punished. He would be sent back, sent down to the earth. Hmm. So Baba says what it means is that Indra, the god of knowledge, the rain of knowledge. Everyone now has a stone intellect. Everyone in the golden age has a divine intellect. It is now the confluence of the two. No one but the Father can change you from a stone into a diamond. You have come here to have your intellects made divine. Bharat truly was the golden sparrow. Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. No one knows when they used to rule. It used to be their kingdom 5,000 years ago. Where did they go? You can explain that they have been taking 84 births. At present, they are Tamopradhan and are now being made Satopradhan. So, Tamopradhan means Tamo. The word Tamo means impure. Pradhan means highest. So, everyone now is Tamopradhan means highest form of impurity. And Baba is making us Satopradhan. Sato means pure, Pradhan means highest. So, we are now becoming Satopradhan, that is highest form of purity. The same applies to you. Only the Father, none of the sages or holy men, etc., can give this knowledge. This is the path of devotion, and this path is of this knowledge. By listening to the very good songs that you children have, you will have goosebumps and your mercury of happiness will rise very high. This intoxication has to remain constant. This knowledge is nectar. So every day when we listen to Murli, it's like we are receiving nectar. And nectar means immortality. Amrit makes you amar, makes you immortal. So slowly, as we keep listening to Murli, the soul stabilizes and realizes that yes, I am immortal. I am a soul, I am not this body. So people become intoxicated from drinking alcohol, whereas you have the nectar of this knowledge here. Your intoxication should not decrease. Let it remain constantly high. You become happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. You know that you are becoming that elevated by following Srimad. While observing everything here, Let your intellects remain in yoga with the Father and that inheritance. So see everything in this world, live in this world, but with your intellect, connect to Baba. Acha? To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children. And the
We
spiritual children
spiritual children
say
say Namaste to the
namaste to the spiritual
spiritual
father.
Father.
This is God's humility. He greets us namaste. And then we greet him back namaste. Essence for dharana. Now, what are we going to practice? So, in order to become a conqueror of sinful actions, you have to gain victory over them with the power of yoga. It is only with power of yoga that I can gain victory. I can be victorious over the vices. Knowledge alone cannot give me power. Even though it is said knowledge is power, knowledge gives me the understanding. But yoga gives me the power to act on that. And without knowledge, also, I cannot have yoga. So, knowledge is needed. While observing everything here, let your intellects be in yoga with the Father and the inheritance. So, Paramdham and Golden Age. Paramdham, Golden Age. These should be in my intellect. In order to receive your full right to the inheritance from the Father, you have to become real children. And today, Baba said, right? Who are real children? Who are stepchildren? Who are real children? Children who follow his directions are real children. Only follow the one Father Srimad. Clearly understand the things that the Father explains to you and then explain them to others. Today's blessing. May you be an easy yogi. May you be an easy yogi and use your lift of a divine intellect to tour around the three worlds. May you be an easy yogi and use your lift of a divine intellect. We all have received this divine intellect from Baba. So Baba says, use this divine intellect and tour around the three worlds. We know the three worlds? This world, the subtle region, and the incorporeal world. So keep traveling between the three worlds. Become an angel in the subtle world. Go to Paramdham. Sit as a soul with Baba. Come in this world. See everything but don't see. So that's how we become easy yogi. At the confluence age, each of you children receives a lift of a divine intellect. This is the first gift from Baba that we all receive. And that is a divine intellect. With this wonderful lift, you can go wherever you want in the three worlds. Simply put on your switch of awareness and you will arrive there in a second. People spend so much money now, space travel. Space is still a part of this physical world. They spend so much money, gas, fuel, right, resources to travel into space. What am I going to attain? Temporary happiness. But here, does the soul need anything to travel home, to go to the subtle region? It is the cheapest. So Baba says, simply switch the awareness and you will arrive there in a second. You will be able to remain stable and experience whichever world you want for as long as you want. In order to use this lift, be careful at Amrit Vela to set the switch of your awareness accurately. So Amrit Vela is the time where I align. Even before flying, the pilots, they check the alignment of everything. They check all this, right? They check if everything is fine. And then they fly. So Amrit Vela is the time for us to align the self with Baba. And then throughout the day, then you keep flying, you keep traveling wherever you want. So be an authority and use this lift and you will become an easy yogi and all hard work will finish. So where we think that, oh, remembering Baba is so much hard work, Baba says, it will finish. It's easy. What we need to do is use the lift, the gift of the divine intellect that we have, and keep traveling in the three worlds. Keep connecting to Baba in the home, in the soul world, become an angel in the subtle region, and here become a walking, moving lighthouse, walking, moving angel, creating that awareness. So it's the switch of the awareness. Who am I? I just need to turn on the switch. Just as we turn on the switch, the light starts immediately. There's no time waste. Turn on the switch, light starts. That's how the moment I turn on the switch of awareness here, I'll experience. Slogan: the art of living is to keep your mind constantly in a state of pleasure. What is life all about? Is life meant to be just worrying, running, doing things, or it's meant to be lived happily? So, what is the art of life, art of living? Is to keep your mind constantly in a state of pleasure. Om Shanti. Today's Avyak signal. Being in solitude has two meanings. It is not just external solitude, but solitude is also to be lost in the depths of the one. Ekant. Solitude in Hindi is ekant. Ek ke ant. Being lost in the one. If there is just external solitude, you will get bored and then say, I don't know how I'm going to spend this day. Just go into the depths of the one Father. Just as when you go to the bottom of the ocean, you receive so many treasures. Similarly, go into the depths of the one ocean. That is, become lost in the attainments you have received from the Father. Become lost in the attainments received from the Father. And go into the depth of the ocean of love, the ocean of peace, ocean of purity. Sure? Om Shanti. So, what is Baba reminding us today? Today, Baba is reminding us more and more of soul consciousness. Saying, don't remember bodily beings. Why do we remember them? Because I am in body consciousness. So when I remember that, oh, I'm Sonia, I'm Sonia, I'm Sonia, I will remember things connected to Sonia. Whether it is Sonia's past, whether it is Sonia's, sanskars, Sonia's family, Sonia's likes, dislikes, all of that. But when I consider myself as a soul, separate from this body, separate from the identity of this body, then I think about the unlimited. Not just this birth, not just this family, but more of the unlimited. So that's what Baba is reminding us today. Go beyond, think of the unlimited. Baba said, we all have an awakened intellect. That's our gift from Baba. So use this awakened intellect to travel the three worlds, stabilize yourself in the awareness. Who am I? Baba says we are all kings and we are Raj Rishis. So we are all kings and renunciates at the same time. We are becoming kings of the world. King means a sovereign over my sense organs, a sovereign over my sanskars, a sovereign over nature. So in golden age, there is no laboring, right? Baba says that there's no laboring in terms of how people work hard physically to grow crops, or the trees are so full that you create a thought and the fruit will come to you. So there's not even that effort where you have to climb the tree and pluck the fruit and all of that. Everything works with the power of thought. So that's how it is. Because nature is pure. Because I am pure, the soul is pure, nature is also pure. And they both start serving each other that way. So my connection with nature is also elevated. I'm not exploiting nature in golden age. So nature listens. But from copper age onwards, when we became impure, we started exploiting nature. First, nature is this body. So when we started using this body to perform sinful actions, I started disrespecting nature. And that's how nature started disrespecting me. Karma. So whatever I give to the body, it will come back to me. Whatever I give to the nature, it will come back to me. Hmm? And now when we talk about global warming and all this on a bigger scale, we have created all this with our karma. Hmm? So remembering who am I, what am I creating, what am I giving to this world, more conscious about our thoughts, words, and actions. Okay? So let's remember Baba now. Let's stabilize the self. A divine, pure point of light. I, the soul, slowly transcend beyond this world into space. I continue my journey beyond space into my home, the unlimited space of peace. I, the soul, my true nature is peace. I don't have to look around or search for peace. Peace is who I am. Peace is my true religion. I look at everyone as God's child, as my brother's soul. I share good wishes. In Paramdham, in my home, all of us souls as points of light, no name, no gender, as one godly family. I'm connected to all the brother souls through my purity, through my divinity. I connect them to Baba, the eternal supreme parent. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Have a great day. Keep traveling the three worlds today. Be easy yogi, not heavy. Easy yogi, light, happy, living life of pleasure. Pleasure is happiness, not other pleasures. Those are desires. This is happiness. Keep churning knowledge. Keep reminding yourself of points of knowledge. Think about your awareness, self-respect. That's how we will maintain our happiness. Okay. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.